Yes, Swapnil, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Swapnil. So, hi Swapnil, thank you for joining the session. Before we get started, can I have your brief introduction? You can keep it very short, just with overall experience and then the tools technology you have got worked so far.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Overall, what is your total years of experience?
So total, I have 5.6 years of experience as of now.
Okay, and out of it, what is the relevant years of experience on automation?
It is 4.6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And may I know the frameworks and the tool you have worked upon?
Yes, sir. The
You can
tools.
say me Anil, it's fine.
Sorry.
You can call with my name Anil. Okay.
No, sir. Actually, I have it, so no issue. So the tools I am using is Selenium for automation tool, and Java as a language, and Eclipse as a IDE, and for version controlling we are using the GitLab, and as a manual testing I'm using the TestLink, Jira as a test management tool, and Bugzilla as a defect management tool.
So in Selenium, which framework you have got a chance to
Yes,
work with?
I have worked on the page object model framework and framework hybrid framework. So.
Hybrid framework, which tool? Whether it was a Cucumber, BDD Cucumber, or was it a?
It is using TestLink, sir.
TestNg?
TestNg, sir. Sorry.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So let's get started. So I will start my question with, can you explain how Selenium architecture is designed?
Uh, yes. So Selenium is a web-based application, automation web-based application tool, and it is used to automate the web-based applications, and it actually works on the browsers. Like it works on the native methods of the browser. So first we write the code in IDE. After that, that code is transferred to JSON wireless protocol to the web to the browser drivers, and after that browser driver accordingly take the action on the respective browsers.
Okay. So good. Can you explain me the differences we have between driver.get and driver.navigate methods?
Using driver.get and using the driver.navigate.to URL, that same both the command will do the same thing, which will open the URL.
So if both does the same thing, why are we having two different methods for the same purpose?
Actually, we have the method navigate. Using navigate, we can also do a lot of things, like we can forward, back, refresh, and I think for that we have different.
So that is the difference then, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
What else?
No, sir, don't have it.
Okay. In your screen, I think you can see some code snips, right?
Yes, sir.
Send me the output of this program.
Okay.
Speak the output.
Okay. So this is a calculator class, and inside this we have the calculator constructor first, and then we have the two member methods, which is add and sub method, and below that we are creating the object of calculator, and then first the calculator constructor will be called, and hi there calling will be printed on the console, and then we are calling the add method. So this is an addition method will be called.
So what is the final output?
Final output will be, sir, hi there calling, and this is an addition method.
Okay, so it is partially correct.
Okay.
Hi there calling will be printed 2 times, and then this will print this is an addition method.
Okay.
The reason of it is number of times we create object of the class,
right,
that
yes.
times the constructor gets called automatically.
Yes. It is a default constructor, that's why it will be called. Yes.
Could you please write a program in Java to print alphanumeric one second.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you write a program in Java to print alphanumeric string? Okay, alphanumeric string should be length more than 6 characters. A random string basically.
Okay.
Write a program to generate a random string,
Okay.
alphanumeric random string
Okay.
with length more than 6 characters. Can you define a scope of a variable?
Yes, sir. So scope of variable is like, sir, global and local, sir. So if we define the variable globally, then it will be available in whole class, and if we define the variable inside the method, then it will be available inside method only.
If I use a loop,
Okay.
if I use a loop
Yeah.
with any counter 5, 10, 20, okay,
Okay.
what will be the scope of it? How long the variables will be existing in memory?
It will be only for the execution is not complete. Once the execution of the loop is completed, iterations of the loop is completed, it will be served.
Sorry, say it again.
If we are using the variable inside the suppose for loop, and there are 3 to 4 iterations, then after 4, so it will be valid, or scope will be for the 4 iterations.
So after 4 iterations, the value will get vanished.
Yes, sir. The scope is only inside the loop.
No,
Hello.
it's a no. The answer is no. It will remain in the memory until the program is getting closed or terminated. And which is why to get rid out of it, we use recursions. Because recursions will create the memory only when it is getting called. Once the job is done, memory will be freed. But when we declare any local variable or any other variable, it gets or it occupies the memory until the program gets completed, terminated.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have this structure, as you said, like you have worked on the TestNg, right?
Right.
So consider we are having 3-step process.
Okay.
Okay. In the first step, we are using one external file or a property file to
Okay.
receive the global variables.
Okay. Okay.
Like browser name, application URL. So these informations basically we will be selecting before we start our execution. We'll
Right.
just update these details, right, in the
Right.
config properties file.
Right.
Now we are having a Java class to read those property file.
Okay.
And then with the help of config reader, browser factory, the other Java class, is having a method of calling the drivers or initializing or defining the drivers.
Okay.
So I want you to complete this code, okay,
Okay.
to launch the application based on the parameters passed in config.properties file.
So actually we are passing, sir, all these variables and all using the XML file only, TestNg XML file. So I haven't did this before using the Java. Actually, we can pass through these variables, like we can configure these variables before launching, and system dot get the variable name, we can get the.
So when you have multiple parameters to be passed,
Yes.
would you be able to pass everything through the testng.xml?
For multiple parameters also.
testng.xml, because as far as I know, testng.xml file basically it is a runner file, right?
Yes. Yes.
Where you do maintain, like, okay, one time you can definitely pass the browser name. I'm not saying that, but that is more specific to specify the test cases details, right? The regression suite or a smoke suite or some information, right?
Right.
So when you are having variables other than the browser name and the app URL, consider you are also having the SQL database details or the server details updated in the config properties, the usernames, multiple usernames, multiple passwords. So then how can you maintain the whole things from the testng.xml file?
So for that we can we can store it in test data folder and we can fetch it from there.
So why do you need to store the test data or the Excel sheet data provided you were referring to? The SQL server details, SQL username and the password in your test data, because those are not the test data.
Right.
So why do we need to store those in the test data provider Excel sheet?
But using the testng.xml we can pass the multiple parameters also.
How? Where?
Yes.
So number of times you create a different XML. So would you be maintaining the same TestNg XML file for all the properties? What if the properties are different?
So then we can create the different testng suits.
Then that is a wrong approach. Then that is the wrong approach. So in any of the framework, when you or if you have seen the robust framework, there definitely property files are being maintained.
Okay.
Configuration file basically we used to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Moving to the next question. Consider there is a web page. Okay. And there are so many links on it.
Okay.
We don't have any information regarding the links.
Okay.
We want to fetch all the links from the web page and then identify all non-working or the broken links.
Okay. So for that, sir,
write down the code page. Okay. So now consider there are multiple tabs or windows open.
Okay.
We have no idea how many tabs or windows are open.
Okay.
We want to directly navigate to a specific window number. So consider if there are 20 windows open,
Okay.
I want directly to navigate to 18th window or 18th tab.
Okay.
If there are 50 and if I want to directly navigate to 40th window, okay, and we don't have any title, we don't have any other information.
Okay.
How can we? What is the use of Maven other than downloading the dependencies?
So Maven we can use for dependency management and for build tools as well.
For the build, can you explain a little bit about the build?
So we can run our test cases and whole project through Maven also.
How?
So in Eclipse, for that we have to add two plugins, that is Maven compiler plugin and Surefire plugin. And after adding, we can run like Maven first Maven install and then the Maven run.
Okay. If I want to execute our test case through command line argument, how can we?
So for that, first we have to create the create the run.bat file in our project.
Why do we need to create run.bat file?
And directly we can run.
Why do we need to create run.bat file?
No sir, actually don't need. Okay. We can run through directly. Once our Maven is, we can run our project through Maven, then we can run through command prompt.
How? That is what my question is. How?
Yes, actually, I am not able to recall.
Okay. So the answer is very simple. When you go to the plugin dependency section, we have, as you said, Maven Surefire or Maven SafeFill plugin.
Yes.
So within that, we are also having configuration,
Yes.
and then we are also having Suite XML file tag.
Okay. Yes.
In the Suite XML file tag, we can provide the location of our XML file.
Yes. TestNg
XML file.
Yes.
And then simply we can open the command prompt and we can navigate to the directory where our POM
Project
file
is,
is
yes.
sitting. And then simply we can type Maven clean test
Yes.
or Maven test. Our execution will begin.
Yes.
Okay. How can we integrate through Jenkins?
So actually, I haven't worked with the Jenkins.
Okay. How can we create a connection using Java and Selenium with SQL and execute some queries over there?
Actually, I haven't performed database testing, but using the ZDBC, we can do some sort of
I
operations.
know, but what are the steps we need to refer or follow?
So I haven't performed the database testing
Okay.
using SQL.
Have you got any exposure to API automation or API testing?
Yes, sir. For manual testing, manual API testing, I have done.
Which tool did you use there?
Postman.
Okay. What is the difference between get, post, put?
These are sir all the HTTP request, and using the get we can retrieve the data from the database, and using.
I'm asking the differences between get, put, post methods.
Yes. So using get method we can retrieve data, and using the post
We
method
can?
get method we can the retrieve data or fetch the data
Fetch
from
the data.
yes, from database.
Okay.
And the using the post we can create the data in database, and using put we can modify our data in database.
What are the different response codes we have in get, put, post?
So for when we get when we hit the get request, then we will get the 200 response code, and when we create the data in database, then we will get 201, and also for put also we will get the 200, and if our request is failed, then we will get the 400.
Okay, consider we hit an API. Okay.
Yeah.
And it gave us no result, but the response code is 200.
Okay.
What does it mean?
That is when sir, request was successfully launched, but there is no data.
Okay. This is done, this is done, this is done. Okay. Signal the differences between hash map and hash table.
Okay. So hash map is non-synchronized, and hash table is synchronized, and hash map is not thread set, and hash table is a thread set. Hash map is little bit faster, and hash table is a little bit slower, and in hash map we can store one null key and null values, and in hash table we cannot store any null values and key.
Okay. Consider we are having a web page, okay,
Okay.
and it's pretty much big, okay.
Okay.
The informations are so much in the web page, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the whole information is not getting fit according to our screen size, okay.
Okay.
So definitely to read the information which is beyond of our taskbar,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
We need to perform a scroll up and a scroll down, right?
Okay.
So the ask here is we want to perform a scroll up and scroll down,
Yeah.
but it should be slow,
Okay.
so that it pretend like you are reading the information and then you are scrolling down or up.
Okay.
How can we achieve it?
So we can scroll using the action class. Using action class, we have the method move to
In
element.
action class, if you want to move, then you will have to also provide the element name.
Yes, sir.
But how do you know we have element and which element you are trying to go through?
So if you want to scroll slowly, then we can using action class also we can send the keys, like down keys we can send, and
Then it will flip at a fraction of second then.
but we will add the some delay, sir.
How you can add delay?
Uh,
If you are trying to say thread.sleep,
yes.
that is not a delay.
Right.
That means you are trying to pause your execution.
Yes.
The whole execution gets paused.
Yes. Right.
But the question is, a scroll should happen slowly.
Okay.
Like consider when you are reading a newspaper in any of the website, or if you are exploring Amazon, Flipkart, or any, for that matter, any of the website, right?
Yes.
So when you read certain thing carefully,
Okay.
what you do? How do you scroll in that way? That time. Do you do the scroll using the page down, page up?
No, sir,
No,
but I
right?
have an idea. Sir, uh, using the drag and drop, sir,
How you can drag and drop?
like
A scroll bar.
scroll bar is there, so we can find out the scroll bar and then.
Okay, drag and drop. You have to provide the position.
Right, right.
Okay, action class and then element.
Yes.
From one element to the another element you want to drag and drop.
Yes, right.
But again, I am going back to my question. It is a scroll bar. How you can get the element of a scroll bar?
Right.
And if you try to perform drag and drop also, it will be just very soon.
Right, it will be very fast, right?
Yeah, very fast. But the question here is, the movement of your scroll up or scroll down should happen slowly.
No, sir.
Okay, have you heard about JavaScript executor?
Yes, sir.
So the answer is JavaScript executor.
Okay.
Okay. So now going to give you one last coding based question. Okay. So consider you are going to book a ticket
Okay.
from any application. Okay. So the calendar in the application is something displaying like this. Right?
Okay.
Meaning the current month and the current year being displayed, okay, within open and close angle bracket.
Okay.
There is no drop down available. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to change the dates or change the month, basically, you have to click on the angle brackets.
Right.
So if you click on the close angle bracket, then 1 month will be shifted.
Yes.
So it will then display you December 2023.
3. Right.
If you click again, then January 2024 and so on.
Okay.
So to interact with the angle bracket, okay, before that, this is the element you have. With the name itself, you can differentiate.
Okay.
This is for the next, or to click on the angle bracket.
Okay.
And then to interact with all the dates, because you also need to select date. This is the element you have.
Okay.
And this day picker caption, this is displaying you both of the informations together, November 2023.
Okay.
This is the method you have to create,
Mm-hmm.
which is expecting 3 parameters to be passed. And consider the date. What we want to pick is this one.
Okay.
And make sure we are not hard coding any of the values, because I can provide at any date or any month or the any day, and the code should work without any change. Okay. So that is all from the coding perspective, Swapnil.
Okay.
Yeah. So you already had updated, like you are using Jira and all for the defect tracking and all, which is code.
Yes.
So okay. So now we are at our hour. So do you have any question for me regarding the interview? If so, feel free to ask.
No, sir. No questions.
Thanks, Abnil. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the very best. Stay safe and take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.